What news have you got to tell the channel? Running a business is hard. Really, really hard. Ah! Morning, it is Friday. What a Friday it has been. Had my networking meeting. I then had to meet up with a client to talk about contracts for next year and a couple of quotes. The lads are already out of school and they've started the maintenance. I believe that they've done one side on the Hustler and the Wright. They're just doing some hedge work. I'm jumping in the tractor and I'm going to head over there and smash out the rest of the grass cutting and then the line marking. So yeah, let's get over there. Right, we're on site, ready to cut. Let's do this. Okay, I'm over at the second site. Just waiting to get the tractor through the access because there's a car parked straight in front of the access point. So luckily one of the residents here knows the lady who owns it, so she's going to give her a call. But yeah, we'll get there. Okay, we're all done grass cutting here. Had a little bit of drama. So I've had another client, which is a football club. They've got 2 county games tomorrow. Because of the weather, the lines have disappeared and I've not received my paint order yet. So what we're going to have to do is come back Monday to mark this, because obviously this is a school and it isn't going to be used over the weekend. So we've still got 2 line marking jobs this afternoon. Ash is going to go to one of them, I'm going to go to the other, and then we'll have to go to the football club tomorrow morning. We're just going to have to ration our paint, so probably change to a cone nozzle, which means that the ones that we do mark this afternoon, we're going to have to revisit next week. So yeah, just because of the weather that we've had, we've gone for a bit more paint, so I'll probably start stock holding more paint. But I'm now going to get back to the unit. The lads have just got a little bit more grass over there to cut, trim and then blow. We'll probably be back at the unit at the same time. So yeah, cracking on. Yeah, just need to try and strap it in. This is definitely behind the blade. This is the stuff you don't see. Running a business is hard. Really, really hard. Sometimes you make decisions without sharing information and stuff like that for what you think's best for the business or whatever, but you work long hours and you're not at home, and sometimes you make decisions that you know are gonna work out in your head. Obviously there are risks. Running a business is a big risk, but yeah, sometimes I don't share everything with my family in order to protect them, and you know, I try and take all the weight on my shoulders. I've got to take the weight of employees. You know, if people aren't paying or money's not coming in, I've got to brunt that to make sure my family and all their families are good, and it definitely takes its toll. So it's something we all need to talk about more, but I'm just having a moment and then back to work. But yeah, this is normal, absolutely normal. So if you're having times like these, it's normal, I'm afraid. But yeah. Okay, right, Ash is out line marking. I've got 3 football pitches to do here. I'm going to do it with the manual marker, so we're at Fine and Volta. Then I've got to run to Northampton. I've got another job there as well. So yeah, busy. Tomorrow, Had a message earlier, as you know, we guarantee our lines. Had a message from one of the football clubs, due to the weather, lines have disappeared. Pretty sure I've already told you this, but yeah, we're going to go do that tomorrow. And we've got some hedge work to do at an NHS facility. So yeah, I'm going to get this done. Right, what's the time? It's 20 to 6, just finishing the job in Northampton. I was going to try and get over to a quote as well, but I'm not going to have time. I just want to go home. So yeah, I'm going to be home probably about half an hour. I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. So this is James. He's an engineer who fits MOT ramps, and he needs to borrow our trailer. He's in one of the units next to us and he was struggling, so he can borrow our trailer for the day. Right, we've just got to site. It's still about 10 to 7. Ash is just setting up the satellite, getting Roy ready. I'm going to sit in the van because I'm jumping on a podcast with John Ryan. We're taking over JayRock's lawn care podcast. Link will be the pinned comment for this podcast. It should be out by the time this video is released, and it will also be in the description. But thank you very much for having me. Okay, so we've done the pictures here. The games are now going ahead, and we're now going to run to the NHS facility and get some hedges down. But luckily there's a coffee van here today, so we've just grabbed a little coffee. Had a really great time. So Ash was out marking the pitches for me. Thanks, Ash. And then I was on Sam JayRock's podcast, co-hosting with John Ryan from Lawn Care Legends, and we spoke about some really good topics. So make sure you listen to that podcast. I'm sure it's going to be a great, fantastic one. Make sure you subscribe to JayRock's Lawn Care podcast. And yeah, the link will be in the description and the pinned comment for that. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so we're at the last site. Just going to run around and get the little bits of hedge work. The colder days are keeping the hedges down here, so we've just got little bits and bobs we're going to tip, run around with a sprayer, and we should be good. So yeah, Ash is going to go and check some lines on the way home to make sure they're all good, and do 2 pitches there. Okay, we're pretty much done here, just in time. It started raining. We've tipped all the hedges, they're all looking neat again. Sprayed the site up. Ash is going to go do 2 pitches on the way home, and I'm just going to pop round to another client and fertilise his lawn. But other than that, we shall see you Monday. Just a really quick one before I move on with this video. I just want to let everyone know that I am okay. I've had a mental health journey myself. I'm absolutely totally fine, but some days you just need a little release, and it's something that I'm happy to speak about with anyone. Should you want to have a catch up, just send us a message or leave a comment and I'll catch up with you. In sight of that, Mower Man is organising a charity tractor run, and the tractor run is going to be for Mind UK, so a very fitting charity, if I do say so myself. The charity tractor run is going to be on the 19th of December, going from Chester House in Wellingborough. There's going to be loads of stuff you and your family can do, so if you want to pop along for that, I'm going to leave an event link in the description and the pinned comment. So it'd be great to get some of you lovely lot out and finally meet you, and yeah, come out to a Christmas light decorated tractor run. Why not, eh? But yeah, anyway, we shall see you Monday, and thank you for everyone that's reached out for the post that I put on Lawn Care Legends. It wasn't for sympathy, and it wasn't because I needed intervention. It was just to try and clarify to the people that might be struggling out there that it is normal just to have your down days. It's human nature, and yeah, we crack on with resilience. Okay, so it's Monday morning. We've just been to the yard, got all the kit ready, we're good to go. The lads are just running to the school now, and they're going to start on the hedge work. I've got to run home quickly and pump up a tyre because I don't think I've got a slow puncture on the car. However, it's coming up with tyre inflation. So yeah, it's the first day that we've had frost, and it's been this cold in the morning, so be interesting to see how Jack gets on in this weather. And also, I've got a couple of meetings today. I've also got to drop some kit for repair, and we've got to get all the hedge work at the schools done, dropped and nice and tidy. So yeah, let's crack on. Oh, hit the road, Jack. Right, I'm now going to run to mow, man. I think I mentioned on Friday that we had some issues with the strimmer. I didn't catch them on Friday, so I'm going to drop our strimmer off, and I think they've got a second-hand replacement for us as well that we can use in the meantime. I've then got a meeting with quite a large commercial grounds maintenance firm to see if we can do any subcontracting for them. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, and obviously I'll keep you posted. Going to leave the lads here. They've got a few more hedges to do, and then we need to catch up on the line marking that we didn't do on Friday. Luckily, we had a paint delivery that got DPD'd on an urgent delivery, and we received that yesterday, which was Sunday. So yes, we have paint back in stock, and we can carry on with the wheels turning. I'm going to make another paint order. Even though we've just had a fresh order, I'm going to make another one today just to make sure that we're always in stock of paint. If we get ad hoc line marking requests, I want to be able to be there within 12 or 24 hours, just provide an excellent service and hopefully win more contracts on that front. So yeah. A steel vacuum, who'd have thought it? Anyway, we're here over at Mower Man. I've dropped off our strimmer that needs repair, and they've lent us this steel strimmer, so we'll see how we get on with that. And we're just here now doing the line marking. Right, gonna leave the boys here. They've got some line marking and a little bit more hedge work, then they're gonna move to the next site. I'm off for this meeting to see what work we can do subcontracting. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, fresh out the meeting. There's lots that's been put on the table. I'm not going to get excited about it. Stick the quote in, see what happens. If it does come off, then obviously it's going to take the business in another direction and to another level. However, with these things, you can't run before you walk. So let's have these conversations first and foremost, and get the price in and get it signed on the dotted line before you're excited. Let's go back and see the lads. Well, it's definitely raining now. The lads are just going to run to the second site. I think we're just going to get on top of the hedges. We're not going to drop them at all today. Get on top of them, and then we'll probably meet back up at the unit, I would imagine. And yeah, I've just got a meeting with Frank Walters from Fleetline just to talk about paint quickly. Then I've got another meeting at 12 o'clock that's going to be on Zoom regarding a research and development grant. Potentially be looking at going in for one of them. So yeah, and then afterwards I'll meet up with the lads and we'll play it by ear for there. Still don't know what we're doing and when this week, because again, need to try and plan stuff around the weather, but we've got lots to be getting on with. That is what I love about Frank. So we bought a Fleetline marker off of Facebook Marketplace, and he's still willing to help us out when we break stuff. So top quality customer service there. That's all sorted. Getting ready to jump on a Zoom, and then I'll quickly call the lads before the Zoom and make sure they're all good. But yeah, back at the unit, tidying up, getting the kit away. Me and you have got something to address, Mr. Howard.
Oh shit.
Come here.
What have I done? Farmer Simulator?
No.
Oh no.
What news have you got to tell the channel?
I'm engaged.
He's engaged!
Hey.
You know what this means now, mate? It's all over for you. No more Farming Simulator.
Fuck off. Get a divorce before that.
You'll be sat watching Elf and Grinch instead of playing Farming Simulator. That'll be your life from now on, mate. No. But congratulations, Ash. Morning, people. It is Tuesday. It's wet today. I've just had a meeting, or a one-to-one, with someone that's in my BNI networking meeting with Wendy Slater. She's a HR consultant from Breeden HR. I brought Ash along as well because we had a couple of conversations on how I can add some benefits to the employees in the business, and also to see if there's any kind of training that I can provide on a HR basis to the team leaders and the managers within the business. So yeah, really good meeting. I just saw that Ash is now going to run to the unit. He's going to pick Jack up and they're going to go off to the first site. And I've got another meeting now and a quote. So the next you'll see of me is when I'm on site with them boys. So yeah, let's crack on. What a disaster today's been. So the lads are on site. They're doing some cutbacks. So we've got, if you watch the other Behind the Blade series, you'll know that we installed a security fence around 3 weeks ago. Just had an email to say that they're not going to be paying the invoice due to where the fence is, even though the facilities manager told us where to put that fence. Now, there's a couple of other issues. They're not happy with the colour of the fence. However, we were told on the Wednesday about the fence. There was a 6-week lead time on colours, so we installed the fence in silver. And we got those materials next day, and I had a fence erected next day. So I'm on my way to site now. The lads are on the contracted site cutting the hedges, and I'm going to get me evidence, take some photos, take some measurements, make sure everything's happy. I'm going to speak to the facilities manager and try and mitigate the situation. Right, I've just been in to see the fence. I've got all the photos and evidence that I need. There just seems to be a bit of miscommunication between the regional and the site facilities manager, and we're stuck in the middle of it, and unfortunately we're the ones that need paying. So yeah, I'm sure we can mitigate the issues. I'm going to formulate an email, try and get around it. Just been on a FaceTime with Ash there, getting on really well down there. I'm going to jump on the motorway and go and join them. Another beautiful day. I don't know if anyone else out there struggles and overthinks things, but so I'm driving back to the lads now, and I'm just frustrating myself more and more about that invoice query, and I just need to learn to just send the email, wait for a response, and then tackle it as it comes. But I've just spoken to Ash again. They're making really good progress. Unfortunately, we're now stipulated by the winter opening times at the waste facility, so we need to make sure that we're not leaving any areas untouched on site, but also that the trailer is free for tomorrow so it doesn't disrupt all the plans. So things like today, where we've had an issue and I've had to run to site and obviously pull someone off of giving the boys a hand, i.e. me, can have a really big knock-on effect to the rest of the week. So I'm lucky the fact that we've got a team. However, it just puts more pressure on things. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you struggle with that. I feel sorry for the solo operators out there that have got stuff planned in. They have to drop everything in order to keep the clients that they've already served happy, to resolve issues or queries. It has a massive knock-on effect for us, and we've got teams. So I definitely feel for the solo operators out there. Let me know if you're finding it harder to resolve issues with clients. It seems that there's lots of positions within organisations now, and people naturally have different views on how things should be done, and there seems to be conflicts regarding rank or structure within the organisation. And us as operators and contractors get stuck in the middle of it. 9 times out of 10 feel the brunt of it, because we're the ones that have already paid for those materials and we're waiting to pay the bills. I'm not going to let it get on top of me. I'm going to try and get back, see the lads, and then my priority is going to be getting home and writing this email. Whoop! We're on site, just going to have a quick walk around with Ash, have a look at what's been done, just so I'm not here to check up on them. I just want to see what they've done, so if I get any queries from the client, I'm in a good position to answer those queries. But yeah, lads have done really well. They're now going to run to the waste facility. I'm going to go get an email sorted. But yeah, I've got a town council meeting tonight. I'm going to head over to a potential tender and just introduce myself to the clerks. I've got a few questions and I'll see if they are welcoming or not. But yeah, see you tomorrow probably. Okay, it is, what day is it? Wednesday. We're on site. It's just me and Ash today because it's absolutely chucking down, and we've only got this one site to sort. It's the site in Daventry. It's just one hedge that we need to get in shape. So yeah, let's crack on. So as you can see from there, that's a fairly decent run, but this is the last hedge from where we've taken over this contract. That needs getting into shape, so we're going to get on top of this, sort this out and get back in the dry. We've got other bits and bobs to finish off in the unit as well, so we'll see how the day goes and crack on. Okay, so we've pretty much hard cut it the whole length now, and we're just setting out piles ready to tidy up. And then what we'll do is we'll tidy all the piles up, then at the bottom of the hedges, we'll just run over the hedge again and give it a final shape up, trim the bottom of the hedges where they've been covered over for a while, and then give it a good bloody blow. But yeah, let's crack on. Right, so that's all blowed up. I've put it in a nice straight pile. Now it's just time to collect it and bag it. Ooh. It's typical that as soon as we finish it stops raining. There's just one little bit here that we haven't grabbed, but there's cars parked the other side and we need to get it from the top. So we can't grab that this time, but I'm really happy that all of the site is pretty much all in check now, bar that little bit, which I can live with. We're going to be back here in a couple of weeks anyway, so we'll just get here earlier and try and do it before the cars get here. But yeah, we're now going to head back to the unit. Obviously we've got to get rid of our waste, and yeah, just going to tidy the unit up. As the weather was meant to be awful today, so just get some admin bits in check. But yeah, let's go. Right, we're just about to head back to the unit. I just want to thank for everyone that's subscribed, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of a clue, but it's in your interest to subscribe because I'm going to be trying to do more things with the channel with equipment and giveaways. If that's not a clue, I don't know what is. But I'm going to be monitoring. Oh, how do you say the word?
Monitoring.
I'm going to be monitoring the people that are frequently commenting, frequently liking, that are subscribed. So just bear that in mind. Let's get back to the unit. Right, we're back at the unit. Trailer's all ready to go for tomorrow. Tomorrow is tractor day, so yeah, happy days. See you tomorrow. Wednesday night, the night before I'm using the tractor. Just come out to fill it up, and I'll be leaving the tractor outside my house because it saves about an hour in the morning. I'm on the second fill up already because there's a 100 litre limit. But yeah. There we have it. So it's 260 quid to fill the tractor up. That'll probably last 4 outings, grass cutting, so not too bad. Right, it's 7 o'clock. I've just got to site. I have beat the lads. I'm going to drop the Trimax now, get it greased up and get cutting. All greased up, good to go. Morning.
Morning.
Right, so Ash is going to do all the weed spraying on site. Jack's going to start the smaller areas on the right. I'm going to finish cutting this grass. By the time Ash has sprayed up the site, we'll be ready for line marking, so it should work out fairly well. Right, mowing is all done. I'm going to help Ash get the turf tank out quick, and then I'll probably do the pedestrian lines whilst he's setting that up. So yeah, let's get cracking. Right, I'm all done. I'm going to move to the next site, but first I'm just going to do a quick walk around the site and just make sure that everything's okay. I have to send quality reports to the clients, and it's always best that it comes from me. So yeah, if I spot anything, we'll take a photo, send it across to the team and get it remedied. Right, all good. I'm happy. There's a few little areas I want to get on top of in the winter. But a lot of it is due to the contractors before us, just no care. So like we've got paths like this that are full of moss, and we need to get either a moss brush on it, and I'm going to approach the facilities manager and ask if he wants to spend some of his budget to get it soft washed and cleaned as well, because then it just helps us keep on top of it. But we can only make suggestions, and if they don't want to carry them out, then that's fine. However, I'm going to put those suggestions forward to try and better the site. But yeah, I'm on to the next site now, which is the football pitches. We've got some pitch alterations to make due to waterlogging. The club's requested that we move a couple of pitches, which is where the robot is ideal. So yeah, we can get that done for them. Head over there now, get it cut first before the lads turn up. Side 1 is done, now for side 2. Let's crack on. So we had to finish this pitch off by hand because the turf tank kept dropping satellite. Oh, the joys. And just like that, another week is over. While we appreciate these beautiful football pitches, let's just take a moment and remember that this is probably going to be the last cut now until February or March time. I just want to take this time also to thank everyone that's engaging with our content, liking and subscribing. It really means a lot to the whole team, and we just thank you for following us on our journey and this episode, number 8 in Behind the Blade. This week has had our ups and downs, and producing content like this to share with you guys and hearing all your feedback makes it all the better. Thank you so much for joining us. You can click here to subscribe, here to visit our website, here to watch last week's video, or here to watch a video that YouTube thinks you might like.